आई किधर है?
बाहर गए थे,
किसके साथ?
काम के लिए।
हाँ?
कुछ काम के लिए सारिका के साथ।
सारिका घर? Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 78 ना कितना? हाँ, Duryodhana felt insulted, that chapter. Text number 28.
75 है ना, दुर्योधन humiliated.
हाँ,
10.75.28.
28. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं
नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
भगवति उत्तमश्लोके
भगवति उत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी।
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी।
थर्टीएथ 28 में परपोर्ट नहीं है।
38 पढ़िए होगी।
या
इथम राजा धर्म।
इत्थं राजधर्मसुतो मनोरथा महार्णवम् सुदुस्तरं समुत्तीर्य कृष्णेनासीत् गतज्वरः। इत्थं राजा धर्मसुतो मनोरथा महार्णवम् सुदुस्तरं समुत्तीर्य कृष्णेनासीत् गतज्वरः। इत्थं राजधर्मसुतो मनोरथा महार्णवम् सुदुस्तरं समुत्तीर्य कृष्णेनासीत् गतज्वरः।
इत्थं राजा धर्मसूतो सुदुस्तरं समुत्तीर्य कृष्णेनासीत् गतज्वरः।
इत्थं राजा धर्मसूतो
इत्थं राजा धर्मसूतो मनोरथमार्णवम् सुदुस्तरं समुत्तीर्य इत्थं राजा धर्मसूतो मनोरथं महानवम्
सुदुष्करं समुद्रीय कृष्णेनासिद्धतरा
इत्थं राजा धर्मसुतो
इत्थं राजा धर्मसूतो मनोरथं महानवम्
सुदुष्करं समुद्रीय कृष्णेनासिद्धतरा
करताल नीचे मत रखना, मृदंगा के ऊपर रखना। हाँ बोलो शिवानी बोलो।
ग्रुप किधर है? शिवानी है?
बोलो।
इत्थं राजा धर्मसुतो
इत्थं राजा धर्मसुतो
मनोरथं
महानवम्
सुदुष्करं समुद्रीय
सुदुष्करं समुद्रीय
कृष्णेनासिद्धतरा
कृष्णेनासिद्धतरा
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. The king Yudhishthira, the son of Dharma, was at last relieved of his burning ambition, having by the grace of the Lord Krishna successfully crossed the vast and formidable ocean of his desires. The previous chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam clearly explained that King Yudhishthira intensely desired to demonstrate to the world the supremacy of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the blessings received by those who surrendered to him. To do this, King Yudhishthira performed the Rajasuya sacrifice, a very difficult task. Srila Prabhupada writes in this connection, in the material world, everyone has a particular type of desire to be fulfilled, but one is never be able to fulfill his desires to his full satisfaction. But King Yudhishthira, because of his unflinching devotion to Krishna, could fulfill all his desires successfully by the performance of the Rajasuya sacrifice. From the description of the Rajasuya Yajna, it appears that such a function is a great ocean of opulent desires. It is not possible for an ordinary man to cross over such an ocean. Nevertheless, by the grace of Lord Krishna, King Yudhishthira was able to cross over it very easily, and thus he became freed from all anxieties. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishta Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Svadhantikam
Vandeyam Shri Guru Shri Rupa Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam
Sahagana Raghunathanvikam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sarvabhutam
Parivrajam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Savarna Lita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namoste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusudevi Pranamami Haripriye Mancha Kalpatarubhyasya Vipasindhubhya evacha Paritanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
आज सुशील बाबू आए नहीं? Oh, he's out of station. South India गया था. There is a side story. It is very famous in Andhra. Recently also I was hearing on Facebook somebody was speaking. But in Andhra I also heard many times. Once Bhima and Duryodhan, they were having fight. So in general, people when they fight with each other, then पुराने बातें याद दिलाते हैं, old some defects and all that. So Duryodhan abused Bhima, Randi Putra. तुम्हारा बाप अलग है, you know, yes, all that, you know, Devdas, you know, like that. Anyway, so Bhima became very angry. Bhima knows something, some secret about Duryodhana's mother. He said, "You are a Vidava Putra." Once one lady, she was carrying one red pot, you know, matki. फिर किसी ने पूछा, आप रेड पॉट क्यों लेकर, ब्लू ड्रम लेकर जाना चाहिए ना, आजकल ब्लू ड्रम, मालूम है ना ब्लू ड्रम, यू नो, शी इज वेरी इनोसेंट. एक लड़का लड़की शादी हो गया, फिर लड़का टेंशन में बैठा था, अरे तुमको शादी हो गया, खुश लगना चाहिए, टेंशन में क्यों बैठा है, अरे दहेज में ब्लू ड्रम दिया था वो लोग. यू डोंट नो ब्लू ड्रम. एनीवे, देन शी वाज सेइंग रेड पॉट, ये तो हमारा पहला हस्बैंड है, ये बोलते. देख ये क्या है, नो, मैं मांगलिक हूँ, पहला इसके साथ शादी हुआ, मटकी के साथ शादी हुआ. Oh, so there is a story that she is Gandhari. There is a astrological prediction that if she marries, her husband will die very soon. So then they married her to a tree. ऐसा बोलते हैं, ऐश्वर्या राय को भी ऐसा किया लगता है, मांगलिक. सो वो ट्री मर गया, देन धृतराष्ट्र के साथ शादी किया. When Duryodhan came to know, very angry, ऐसा है, Then he arrested all the Gandhari Naresh, Gandhari, this Gandhari's father and 100 brothers they were. 100 brothers. They were put in the jail. And very little food they were giving. So Shakuni was the youngest. So he said, all of them they were starving. So they collected all of them, they gave the food of all the brothers to Shakuni. He said, Shakuni is the most intelligent. You should take revenge. You should take revenge. So that's how they kept Shakuni alive by giving their share of food, and then they all died. And the father, before he was about to die, he called Shakuni. Then he had some strength. He broke his leg, Shakuni's leg. He said, you are a rascal. When you become released from this jail somehow, you will forget all the troubles faced by us, all the suffering we had undergone. So whenever you are limping, you will remember all these troubles, so that your life will not be normal. Then he told that when I die, collect my bones, then make them into dice. Right? Make them into dice. Then they will be under your control. Whatever number you want, it will come. Like that. So the Shakuni is very intelligent, but destructively intelligent. So he came to Kuru, Hastinapur, to destroy the Kurus. His father told, you don't rest till the time Kuru Vamsha was destroyed. That is why Shakuni came. Shakuni Mama, limping.
Destroy Pandavas or Kauravas? Destroy Pandavas or Kauravas?
What are you hearing?
Guru Vansha.
Who put him in the jail?
Guru Vansha. Kauravas.
Right? Kuru Vamsha. So Pandavas are not destroyed. So he destroyed Kuru Vamsha only. So that is the story. It is very famous in Andhra Pradesh. You have heard. It must be somewhere. So last time what were you hearing? Anybody remembers?
You told that Duryodhana was jealous from all the opulence that he collected, and he told everything to Dhritarashtra Maharaj. So he said that you are full opulent, you are going to become a king. So what is the need of you becoming jealousy of Yudhishthira? Let him live in peace, we will also live in peace. But he said that he told that whatever. He destroyed all the opulence which he received by taking the gift.
Yeah.
Would not rest now because of taking the gift. All the Shudras were also giving the gift.
Vasudev told about Vasudev coming to Yudhishthira Maharaj and he told Vasudev coming to Yudhishthira Maharaj and telling him that because of you there will be a whole
there will be a fight, yeah.
All the kings will be
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah. So initially everybody knows, because previously Nala Maharaj, so everybody knows, how gambling is very dangerous, and there is a famous story described in Puranas, and it is very much prevalent during that time also. Later on, we will hear in Aranya Parva, where Markandeya Rishi describing Nala Maharaj story to Yudhishthira Maharaj. So everybody knows, even Dhritarashtra knows, that gambling is very, very dangerous. In America, we were traveling from Niagara Falls to New York. On the way, there is one very famous casino where we had to take a toilet break. So he took us. So casino, very dangerous, Baba. People are very in America very much prevalent. Casinos. Luckily in India, casinos are banned. Gambling now. This online rummy, gaming. So they are also banned, no? So very good, Even though government is incurring huge losses, because so many students and all, they were committing suicide, it seems, because they are losing money big time, and then they were committing suicide, because very dangerous. So Dhritarashtra knew that. So Dhritarashtra was trying to convince Duryodhana, have you not heard? Gambling is very dangerous. Let us not play, because it creates dissension among the family members. Let us not play. So, but Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, Vinasha Kale, Viparita Buddhi. Usko to destroy hona hai. So, but then Shakuni was prompting him, don't. So he was telling that if you are so much, if your heart is burning so much, somehow or other you invite Yudhishthira Maharaj for gambling match without any bloodshed. I will win the Panduraj, Rajya Lakshmi, Dhanalakshmi, everything, and hand over to you. Everything I will hand over to you. This is my promise to you, like that. So Duryodhana was trying to convince Dhritarashtra Maharaj that Shakuni is very, very expert in playing the dice, gambling match. So please invite, So then Dhritarashtra Maharaj told, I will do whatever Vidura says. Then Duryodhana said, Vidura will not allow. Vidura will not allow. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Like that. So, Duryodhana said, if you speak to him, he will convince you not to play gambling. Because he is very expert. Vidwan. So, if you don't invite Yudhishthira Maharaj, I will go on fast on to death. It's a blackmailing. So, Dhritarashtra was trying to convince that we should not develop animosity with strong people. More Balavan. The Pandavas, even though they are only 5, they are very more powerful than all of you. Bhima is very, very powerful. So let us not have animosity, with Pandavas. So Duryodhana said, there are so many stories, where people were playing, gambling, like that. Then somehow or other, Dhritarashtra was convinced. Then he ordered, a special bhavan was built for playing gambling with all modern facilities. If you go to America, if you go, that place, I forgot the name of that place, some resort name. So that devotee was saying it is very, very famous in America, it seems. Very, huge gambling house. They were showing all, all that they play, gambling. Bond movies they show, they like that. So, roulette, yeah. All those are, so many other things are there. So many other things are there. So like this, I was remembering. So even Dhritarashtra Maharaj also built a huge gambling house, huge bhavan, with all modern facilities, for Pandavas to stay and play gambling. There is huge, all of them, like that. So then Dhritarashtra Maharaj, he called for Vidura and he said, Vidura, go and invite Yudhishthira Maharaj on my behalf. Invite him for playing gambling match. For gambling match. So, so Vidura immediately said that please don't do this. Please don't do this. I don't like this. This will become cause for Sarva Kurukula Nashanam. The entire Kuru Vamsha will be destroyed by this gambling. He has forecast like that. So this gambling is very, very bad. It will create kalaha among Pandavas and Kauravas. Please don't do that. Then Dhritarashtra replied, then he said, when Daiva becomes pratikula, when Daivam becomes unfavorable, we get this kind of thoughts. he was saying, Dhritarashtra was saying, like that. So everything in this world is Daivadhina. Everything is dependent on Daivadhina. Everything is dependent on the Lord. So nobody is Swatantra. Nobody is independent in this world. Everybody is dependent on the Lord. Daivadhinam. So, I think it is God's arrangement only. This prerana is coming to me. You go and invite Yudhishthira Maharaj. This is my order, Ajna. So, Rajajna, previously, very, very, it's like Patraka Lakirta, Nobody can say no to Rajajna. Then, so Vidura was very, very sad, but he had to carry out the order. That's how, that is why Prabhupada says, Sahajam karma kaunteya sa doshena apina tyajet sarvarambena doshena dhumena agnir ivavrita. Which verse? You know this verse? Sahajam karma kaunteya sa doshena apina tyajet. You know this verse? Yeah. It is natural that every act has some fault. Sahajam. Just like fire is there, along with the fire, smoke is accompanied. Like that, every act has some fault. Right? So, in the same way, so Krishna is saying in that 18th chapter Bhagavad Gita, Sahajam karma kaunteya. Yeah. So, Krishna is saying, so Prabhupada is explaining that everybody has to follow their occupation duty. So sometimes Vaishyas, they have to do some black market. Sometimes they have to say, for you I am not making any profit. But it doesn't mean that he will give up his profession. In the same way, Sudras, they have to work for some master. So those masters, they give some unpleasant orders, still they have to carry on. That is, suppose you are working under somebody, some boss, then you cannot avoid, carrying out their orders. But every activity is covered with some fault. Sahajam karma kaunteya. So like that, Vidura also understood that if I am working for Yudhishthira Maharaj, this Dhritarashtra Maharaj, I am his so-called minister. If he orders, even if I don't like,
I will have to do it.
huh?
I will have to do it.
So unwillingly, unhappily, he had to go. Like that. So so as soon as he went to meet Yudhishthira Maharaj. So Yudhishthira Maharaj asked, how is everybody? So Yudhishthira Maharaj's character in this age, even nobody can emulate, He was never angry. That's why here it is described. Ajata Shatru Yudhishthira Maharaj. He was inquiring about Dhritarashtra Maharaj and his sons. Like that. Shame. Like that. Ajata Shatru. They're free from anger, Free from anger. That is a great quality. Become free from anger. Other Sunday, what did I say? Sunday Bhagavatam class.
Use anger as a weapon.
I made one statement. You were there on Sunday? Huh?
Lamentation is greatest.
Huh?
Lamentation is greatest.
Yeah. Somebody who has lamentation and anger, Krishna will never enter their heart. इतना जल्दी भूल जाते हैं ना. So Yudhishthira Maharaj asked Kakashri, Mahatma Vidur, it looks like you don't look pleasant, happy, prasanna. Why are you so unhappy? What is the cause? Then everybody's shema means everybody's safe, everybody's okay in Hastinapur. So Vidura said, your Dhritarashtra Maharaj and all his sons are safe, they are okay, they are all healthy. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj asked, what is the cause of your unhappiness? Unpleasant. You look very unhappy, unpleasant. He said, he sent me a message which is very, very unpleasant. Oh, please, what is that? He said, he built a very huge bhavan, Dyuta bhavan. He is inviting you to play gambling, with Duryodhana. Like that. So immediately Yudhishthira Maharaj, he expressed surprise that Kakashri, are you not aware that gambling causes kalaha among family members? Why is he inviting for gambling? So Vidura replied that it leads to all anarthas. All anarthas. It will lead to all anarthas. So, So that is why, my dear son, I tried my best to stop this gambling match. But Duryodhan and Dhritarashtra, they are hell bent on inviting you for a gambling match. Then Yudhishthira asked Mahatma, so who are all will be playing against me? Then Vidura replied that Raja, there in Mahachatura, Maha Vidwan in Dyuta Kala, Shakuni will be playing with you. So it was made very clear to him, like Yudhishthira Maharaj could have actually avoided that, saying that no, Shakuni cannot play. I want Duryodhan to play. But he is, like that. So then the Yudhishthira Maharaj also speaking the same thing, that they have assembled to do play to Kapata Dyuta. Kapata Dyuta means cheating, gambling, Kapata. Daivarachita, this whole world is Daivarachita, created by the Lord. Then the whole world is Daivadhinam. Everything is dependent on. None of us we are Swatantra. None of us we are independent. So much lesson we can learn, I am telling you. So we should never think that we are independent. We can't do anything. We are bound completely by our karmas. So, in the absence of our father, Dhritarashtra Maharaj acted like our father. So, even though I don't like to play, because Dhritarashtra Maharaj has ordered to us to play, I will play. He didn't want to play because many people, even Draupadi criticized Yudhishthira Maharaj that you are a gambler. Many people, this rascal, Kamal Hassan, he was, there is one interview, some rapes are happening. Then he said, it started in the epic that he put Draupadi on the bed. Rascal admi, very big time atheist, Kamal Hassan. So don't watch his movies. So later on in Mahabharat it is discussed, Yudhishthira Maharaj, played this gambling match and put everything on the bed, even Draupadi also, to teach the coming generations that how bad this gambling is. Don't go ever near to gambling. Right? So many Marwadi families, they during Diwali they play cards. आप लोग भी खेलते हैं? Punjabis? Even Marwadis also.
We play Uno.
Jewelers.
We play Uno.
Huh?
Uno, we play Uno. Game, normal.
Once one person, he was known for losing everything. Then one day he won big amount, and his wife was very shocked. And said, "How come you won today?" "Arey, I lost everything. I put you on the bet." They said, "No, you सब पूरा पैसा लेके जाओ. आपको नहीं चाहिए. I lost you also." I will tell you one very interesting Yudhishthira Maharaj. He is speaking to Vidura. Very instructive, lesson. Like that. When there is a Atyujvala Tejas. When there is a, there is one light coming, that's why I put a curtain, because it is falling into my eyes, I'm not able to see. Right? So when there is a huge light, we cannot see. So it steals steals the eyesight. Right? In the same way, Daiva Prerita, it steals our buddhi when the time comes. So that is why we take such wrong decisions, so that we regret in our lives. Right? So the Daiva, steals the buddhi, intelligence. So just like a bull, a bull is controlled, by putting the rope through the nostrils. You know that?
Yes.
Huh? In the same way, the Lord controls all of us, our buddhi. So it is like this. So this, I think there is something. One more reason. Can you tell why Yudhishthira Maharaj agreed to play?
He was also fond of gambling.
No.
He's a Kshatriya, he cannot refuse.
He had never lost. He had never lost in gambling.
He would be considered as coward if he did not.
He told after Vyasadeva's visit, he told something. You remember?
I will not say harsh words or anything.
For
Yeah.
opinions.
I will not have any difference of opinion, because Vyasadeva came and predicted that because of you all the kings will die. Then he said, I will, from now onwards, I will not say any harsh words. I will not refuse anybody's request. I will try to please everybody, so that Kalaha will not happen. Like that, Yudhishthira Maharaj promised to Arjuna and Bhimsen and all the brothers, like that. So that is also one of the reasons, Yudhishthira Maharaj. Then Prabhupada writes Krishna book that when Duryodhan was insulted, Bhima and Arjuna and all, they laughed. Yudhishthira Maharaj felt very bad. Krishna did not, he told them, no, let them enjoy. But he didn't say anything. Krishna did not say anything. Then Prabhupada writes in the purport, in the Krishna book, that he wanted actually Duryodhan to become insulted. Then he had this, he wanted to execute his plan of lessening the burden of the Mother Earth by killing all the Kshatriyas. So he wanted to make this Yudhishthira Maharaj and Duryodhan the cause, Duryodhana's envy and anger the cause, for the fire that will lit to, burn entire Kuru dynasty. Because if all these powerful kings exist, Kali Yuga cannot enter, right? Kali cannot enter. So that is, so Kali will be upset. Kali, he has to please Kali also. Otherwise Kali Purusha will cry. So many obligations. So that is why Yudhishthira Maharaj said, I will play gambling match. He knew that something bad is going to happen. Ill omens he was seeing. But still, you can't. Could not help it. So, with all his entourage, Yudhishthira Maharaj all his wife and Draupadi, like that. Then all Kauravas three, when they saw Draupadi and her beauty and her opulence, they all became envious. She was so beautiful and adored by five husbands. You know, whatever she would say, they would do. Today, our Rup philosopher was giving lecture. He was telling, for grahasthas, for a successful life, he has to practice one asana, yogasana. You know that? Not for all of you. Huh? No, he has to do like this. Whatever wife says. All the Pandavas are like that, you know. Huh? Whatever she would say, yes. So they all assembled, and then there is a we'll not, I think tomorrow, next week we will start the Dyuta Krida Arambam. Today there is no time. So then next day, all the Pandavas, they have entered the Dyuta Bhavan, Dyuta Krida Bhavan. Dyuta Krida Bhavan. So they put a cloth. So Yudhishthir Maharaj, he told that, you know, gambling is kapata krida. This lot of kapata is involved. That's why it's called kapata dyuta. You know, and the entire literature, they always would say kapata dyuta, kapata dyuta. You know, cheating. Because he has got that advantage of, you know, dice. Huh? Controlling the dice. That is unfair play, no? Right? Unfair play.
He knew Yudhishthira Maharaj that he had
Yeah. So Yudhishthira Maharaj said, this is kapata krida, you know, this dyutam, and cause for all destruction. Kshatriya uchita parakrama you cannot show. You know, Kshatriyas, they should win the, you know, Rajya Lakshmi by parakrama, not by Dyuta Krida. Like that? So, why are you encouraging such gambling, Shakuni Mama? Even if you win in this gambling, Sajjana Purushas, they don't praise. Right? They don't praise. You know, what is the difference between Kirti and Yashash? You know these words? Kirti and Yash. Huh?
Basically, fame.
Huh? Kirti and Yash. Kirti, Yash means you get Yashash by conquering with your Parakrama. With your, that is Yash. Rajas they get. Kirti you get by giving donation. That. So, Shakuni and all, you know, he is also, you know, very expert in talking. Then he said, a Raja, Jayapa Jayas in Dyuta Krida depends on Daivadinam. You know, it all depends on Daiva. So they were all talking about God only. You know, Daivadina. You can't say who will win. You also may win. Who cares? Who knows? Right? So, Yudhishthira Maharaj said, Shakuni, Devala Rishi. Devala Rishi, where it comes? Asito Devala Vyasa, Swayam Chaiva Brabhishmi. Asito Devala. So Deval Rishi, Prabhupada, Arjuna, it comes in the Bhagavad Gita, very famous Rishi, Deval Rishi. So he said, this gambling is always kapatapurvak, that is why Papa Sahita, this is very, very sinful game, sinful activity, sinful activity. So that is why this Vijaya is Dharmanukula. It is not Dharmanukula Vijaya. It is not Dharmanukula Vijaya. So that is why Kshatriyas are advised only to win by conquering others in the war, not in the gambling matches. He recommended. So why are you encouraging this gambling? My dear Yudhishthira, my dear Shakuni Mama, all the Lakshmi that we have collected to serve Brahmanas and the Praja, you want to win over by gambling? Yes. Like that. Then they all have arguments, So all, everywhere kapata is there. Even in the wars also kapata is there. When a Vedic scholar defeats other scholar, he also sometimes he uses kapata like that. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj said, Shakuni, because you have invited us, Dhritarashtra Maharaj invited us, I cannot say no, even though I don't want to play, because I don't want to say no to my, Bade Papa. So I am agreeing. I am a person under the Daiva Vasha. I am under the control of Daiva. So please let us decide who will play with me. Then Duryodhana said, I will give the Dhanrashi, but Shakuni will play on my behalf. Like that. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj said, Duryodhana, I think this is unfair, anuchita. Somebody is giving money and somebody is playing. Why don't you play? But that's how it is. No, he will play. So Yudhishthira Maharaj did not want to say no. Otherwise, he could have stopped there only, saying that, I don't want to play with Shakuni. But it is Daivadhinam and Daiva Vasha. Now Krishna's play has started. 13 years suffering. Yeah, he didn't. That's why later on Krishna says, did you ask me? Did you take Did you take my permission to play? Like that. Okay.
Let's thank Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare